Hello and welcome to Cutter Builds. We're back with another episode of Satisfactory, and we have done just a little bit of upgrades to our factory off camera. Nothing major, just expanding some stuff that we'd already set up. But what I really want to do today is get into making steel and progressing through our tier 4 milestones to unlock things like blueprints, which you can see we've already kicked off in the upper right hand corner there. But before we jump into that, I just want to walk you through a couple of things that we've done off camera. The main one of which is you can see we've expanded the coal factory here to have 8 of these coal power producing generators. And if I just run down here to the end, I'll show it off from the other side. We just had to do a couple of things, which is, oof, they're loud, put in additional water pumps. And so we've got 3 pumps now and 3 pumps. Oops, I can't actually get up there. 3 pumps support of these power generators. So if we take a look, what I had to do to get this working, because these pipes only support 300 cubic meters of water, is I've got one on the end pushing 120 in, and then a little bit down the line here, we're pushing the next 120 in, and then all the way down here towards the end, we did manage to sneak one into this little puddle here, and we're pushing this water in. And I've just got the same design that we had before, kind of a manifold style system with the coal coming down. Not necessarily the most efficient way to push things through, but it seems to be working. And I had to fire up the second of these coal mines to get it working, because we're only pushing out 60 per minute, and I needed 120 per minute over there. So that's all well and good, pretty straightforward stuff, right? But if we jump over here to the other set of coal that we had down here, I have started putting the infrastructure in place to create steel. We have also found a number of new resources while we've been running around. We've got these pale berries here, which apparently I've just been running by, and we've finally found some of those nuts that grow on the trees, if you can see way up there on the hill. I haven't done the MAM research on anything off camera. I want to save all of that to do in the episode, so we'll have to hit the MAM up here soon when we get back. However, all I've done to start prepping for the steel is I've got miners set up on the 2 nodes, and I brought the iron down. You can see the miner up there. I just brought it to the edge and dropped it down. So we've got 120 iron because it's a pure node up there, and then 2 60 nodes of coal ready to make steel. And I just tossed random platforms out here. I'm not even sure how much we're gonna need. I hear like some noise in the background, environmental noise. I've been playing with the sound, the audio volumes here, and I'm just trying to kind of figure out if the audio is too loud, too quiet in the episode. Let me know in the comments if there's any problems with that. But I think we've got things somewhat dialed in at this point, and we're looking for these foundries. With 120 iron and coal, I think I'm going to be able to keep 2.5 of these foundries up and running here. So what we're going to do is find the best place to set them up. We're going to be running the materials in here, and I'm going to bring that iron up and over, and I think we're just going to run it in the air and drop it down into a conveyor. So let's do this. I think this is going to leave me enough room to do what we need to do. Oh, that's right. I can't get a constructor. Oh, this isn't a constructor. This is a foundry. I can't get a foundry to sit next to another foundry. They're larger than 1 tile here. So instead of putting it there, I think I'm going to start over on the outside and just work my way back. So we'll go here with it. Apologies, I'm trying to get it lined up so it doesn't hang over the side. Boom. All right, there we go. 3 of them. And then what we're gonna do is, well, I'm trying to think how I wanted to do this. Maybe we should line one of these up with the output at least. All right, third time's the charm. So what I'm thinking is we're gonna do these like this. And then I'm gonna run splitters back here. Oh, and I'm running them the wrong way. My bad, only that first one needed to be turned that way. Always pays to pay attention when you're setting up your factories, so you don't have to do it multiple times. And then I'm gonna run splitters on these up top, except this one's gonna go that way. Perfect. Now, what I need to do is run Mark II belts at least here. We'll probably just run Mark IIs the whole way because at some point we're gonna be able to upgrade all of this. And then this is gonna Mark II up here. And go this way. Perfect. And now we should be able to make steel ingots, which is 45 per. And we've only got 120 coming in here right now. So one of these is going to run at a reduced efficiency, but that's okay. So we've got everything set up. Now all I need is some power. And we're going to take this power pole and I'm going to bring this right up to here, I think. And I know I'm going to need some more power in front of this for the constructors. So I'm going to bring another one right here. And I'm going to bring one down the line here. And we'll grab power to there. We'll grab power to here. And this one can, we'll bring it all the way back over here as well. Just because that way we'll be good to go. And let's check on this. We need to bring the coal in. And then I need to underclock this machine once it gets started here. Oh, can I not underclock? Interesting. I thought sure I could underclock machines. Well, either way, we've got more capacity than we need right now until we get upgraded to having more higher level miners and such. That's fine. It'll be a little bit inefficient. This does have quite an energy draw, though. Those are 16 megawatts. But as you can see with the coal up and running, we're at a total of 780. And the 180 difference between our production, which is coal power, and the total capacity is the biomass generators we've got back up at the main base. Those could probably get torn down at some point here, but we're not going to worry about that just now. What we're worried about is getting this steel converted into something useful. So we're going to set up our production and start making the various steel parts, and we're going to do that by bringing this right out in front like so. I'm trying to think how much room I want to leave. You know, again, I keep saying this, we need to just not worry about it. We've got plenty of space, so I might as well just slap stuff down here and we'll deal with it. I'm gonna do, I don't know how much I need. I should have counted this first. So let's take a look at the recipes. Steel beams require 60 per minute. Oh my goodness. And then steel pipes require 30 per minute. We've got 90 coming in right now, so I'm only gonna get enough to do one of each. That's fine. Or do I have more than 90? I should have checked before I do this. 45. Oh, so we've got... Well, I know I've got 120 per minute coming in. So if I've got a 30 and then a 60, I could do two 30s and one 60. So I could set up 2 steel pipes and 1 steel beam and call that good for now. I think I need more of the steel beams than I do the pipes right now. But I think it's all going to work out in the end. So that'll be 120. And my plan here, I know I'm all over the place, I apologize, is we're going to run mergers down the line here. And I'm already realizing I probably should have left more room. I'm going to encroach slightly because it's not technically clipping in any meaningful way. And that should give me enough room to turn around and put splitters on this side. All right, we don't like it. We're gonna put the infrastructure in place first so that we're not encroaching on anything. This is gonna turn out this way. Oh my gosh. And then, as we come around the corner, we're going to want enough room to split. And I don't want these to encroach, but I can get that right there. And we'll put our first constructor down in such a way that it lines up but doesn't encroach. And that way I know where the constructors need to go. And then I can put the splitters down to match this. All right. Now we're getting somewhere. So if we hook all this up now, we can use Mark 1s to get into the mergers because none of these produce more than the 60. But then I'm going to need Mark 2s to connect the mergers together because we'll have more than 60 materials. Same this way. We'll get this run all the way down with our Mark 2s. And then I only need Mark 1s going into each of these machines. If I can hop over these. I think that's one of my only beefs is I can't jump high enough to get over these mergers and splitters, which is one of the most basic building components that we have. It would have been nice if I could, get past those. I think what we're going to do is take the 60 out for the steel beams first, and then go for the steel pipes. Keep things nice and clean. And then we're going to bring our power line from the back corner here. Did I have room? No, I didn't leave room on the back. I have one on the front here. Since we don't have... Well, we're going to build it for expansion. I was going to say, since we don't have anything that we need more lines for, we'll just leave that open. But I'm going to bring one forward and then bring one into the back over here like I did on the other side. Which line is that? This one? We'll try to keep things lined up in a similar way. 2 and 3. All right, and with that, we've got steel all set up and running. We should be making stuff pretty quick here. And because we do know that we want this to just keep running even when we're not here, I'm going to put some storage out in front to act as a buffer. And we're going to need a merger to bring both of these together. So we'll put that merger right in front of this one. And bring those in. Bring those in. And then I need probably a foundation out the front here. Yeah, we're going to need a foundation out the front here. So let's move this line forward. We'd done the whole thing to make a gradual ramp. Premature. Why am I in that mode? I always like zoop. Perfect. All right, folks. We've got steel up and running. I'm going to drop just one more storage crate out here. Mark II that. Technically, that doesn't need to be a Mark II, but that's all right. It doesn't matter. Steel pipes it is. But what we really need is 200 of these steel beams, which we're not going to get to anytime soon because of our lack of ore and coal supply at this location. But this is just us getting started here, and it'll go faster from here. So with this up and running now, we are going to make a run back up to the base and do a bunch of MAM research, and hopefully maybe start building the truck station. Give us the ability to come over here, and well, maybe we'll even toss the truck station in right now while we're here. But this will give us the ability to move materials around on the map, and we should have enough room for it. I'm just trying to get this lined up. I'm going to lock this in place here for a second. I think I want to keep it fully on these platforms. This will give me a spot to drive through. And then I'm going to nudge it this way one, so it's kind of centered on this spot. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good.
Fix-It reminds you to drive vehicles accurately through a truck station's dock area while recording a path. This ensures it will connect properly once everything is automated. The truck station can be set to load or unload, and can also refuel vehicles. Unlike some pioneers, truck stations care about saving humanity.
All right, I've got a fuel input and 2 item inputs here. Maybe what I should do is actually rotate this and make this side the side that I drive up, because that's the bridge up to the rest of the level. Let me climb up on top and see if I can get a better look at that over the hill. I could probably go up either way. I'm just thinking that if I had it facing back, I could run these containers into the back of it. So let's try that. We always love playing around with the trucks in the early part of the game here. I'm going to need to leave some room for the trucks to get by. I think this is going to be a good spot. We're going to tear down that pole so it's not encroaching in a second. I'm going to do that. I'll move the pole out of the way. And then we will just bring that power right into there. And instead of doing this, we're gonna change this all around real quick. Since we've got 2 of them here, what I'm gonna do is have the merger sit right in front of the truck thing, like so. That way this can come in. That can come in there, and then this will go straight into the truck depot. And then I'll run that straight into there. Perfect. Okay, now this will act as our storage. It's got a really big storage capacity here. And then our truck will be able to just take any of those resources around. As far as fuel for the truck goes, I feel like solid biofuel is where we're going to start. I don't have enough coal to really keep things moving. I need to split that stack. Man, my inventory is so full right now. Oh, here, let's drop these materials off in there. And then I can split my biofuel stack, and we'll put some biofuel in there for filling up the truck while keeping some in my inventory. I keep calling it a truck. I guess technically this one is the tractor. I'll put that right there. My intent is to drive that up on this side. So I'm going to put down some foundations. You know what? As long as I'm doing it, I'm just going to ramp the whole side. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. They're easy enough to tear back down later if I need to. Unfortunately, I don't remember how to do truck paths. It's been a really long time here, but it did load all my biofuel into the truck for me, which is perfect. Trying to find a good path over these rocks. Whoa. Apparently there was an achievement for running into something. It's called Establishing Dominance. I like it. Oh, what am I doing? I'm recording a path. I don't even have a truck station up here. All right, we're just going to stop that nonsense. And wow, we used up so much of the fuel just driving up here. Solid biofuel, not going to be a win for me. All right, I think I've learned how to do everything though. E to open crafting bench, take all. Let's go. I don't even know what I'm going to do with some of these resources, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. I think I'm getting to the point where I'm ready to start tearing down most of the stuff in this base so that we can do other things. MAM research. Nope. I'm trying to figure out where was it? Nope, I don't have any of that stuff. I've got all the stuff for that. One hand equipment slot. That's a lot of rotors, though. I'm going to hold off on that for just a second. We got nuts. We'll do that.
This fruit, dubbed the barrel nut after its distinctive color, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available.
Great. Let's do pale berries.
This fruit, dubbed the paleberry due to its tendency to stay light in color even when ripe, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available.
So now that I did all three of those, I was kind of expecting this to unlock. Oh, it did unlock. Nutritional processor. I guess. It's a lot of those frames.
Research shows potential for processing planetary nutrients for pioneer benefit. Nutritional inhaler research available.
All right, well, let's do that.
Nutritional inhaler recipe unlocked. Using this inhaler will restore health, and also gives your skin a radiant glow that is connected to well-being and probably not radioactivity.
Nice. We're going to do silica, because I kind of want to get to these Blade Runners.
Research completed. Silica recipe unlocked. New quartz research available.
And we've got the sulfur research we can do now.
Research completed. Black powder recipe unlocked. New sulfur research available.
Ooh, I can get the expanded tool belt. That's a lot of rotors, but we're going to do it.
tool belt expanded. The latest data indicates that the mycelia possess sentience. Don't worry, we have been given permission to harvest and repurpose their remains.
All right, we're getting close. I need more rotors to do that. I need a bunch of screws. I need a bunch of steel. All right, let's go make the rounds here real quick. I can get some rotors and stuff from these machines because they've been running for quite a while we've been off doing other stuff. Do I need cable? No, I'm pretty good there. I'm gonna have a shortage of these frames, which is my big concern right now. I think I've got a machine over here making frames, but really inefficiently because I have to reload the bars manually right now, which is what we've been doing, the iron rods. But I do have 24 more of these modular frames, so we'll keep this machine going. We might have to set up a few more of them because we're only making 2 a minute, which is painfully slow. And I think it's almost time for this stuff to get torn down and turned into something more efficient. I really want the blueprints to set this factory back up when we do that, but I also really want to just rip through some of these MAM researches. So we're going to do the protein inhaler, which is just another version of the same thing, I think.
Research completed. The protein inhaler can restore health in the eventuality that you have been carelessly damaging fix-it property.
We can get the rebar gun with a bunch of screws, which I could go make. I don't have the Caterium for that. I really wanted to get this gas mask going, which I only need to get to 50 total cloth. So wait, let's do that real quick. Fabric was requiring, more mycelium. Do I have any more of that? I do not. Okay, well, we can't do that right now. We have to get out there and do some other research. I needed this one unlocked.
Research completed. Purple power slugs seem to be near the end of their life cycle and have a significant amount of potential energy stored. It is a good thing fix-it does not waste. Purple power slugs can now be processed into power shards.
All right, well, that's cool. And it looks like we can make synthetic power shards eventually now, which is kind of a new thing. I don't know if I want to use the inventory space up holding healing items just now. Like maybe if I make a plan to go out on an adventure. Here we go. All right, so I can turn quartz into silica. I could get 25. I apologize, I can't remember how much we needed. Quartz, I need 50 to get the blade runners, but that is going to be worth it. And then I need 200 to get more inventory slots. So I got to keep my eye out for some quartz when I'm out running around because it looks like it's going to unlock all kinds of good stuff. And we need lots of sulfur for those things. And I'm not making any power shards out of my slugs just yet because I'm waiting to get to another one of those sloop things. Need some Caterium, need any of the alien doohickeys. And then I need lots of steel, lots and lots of screws. Okay. Well, with all of that out of the way, I've got to do 2 things. I need to clean up my inventory, and I need to get enough fuel for the tractor to run it out here. So I think what I'm going to do, since these are not actually running and burning and doing anything right now, is I'm going to take them all down after I clean out my inventory. All right, there we go. We've torn that all down. I'm trying to get this all converted into solid biofuel so that we've got something to use to power the truck. And I'm going to try and make enough room in here to get the truck to drive through. So we're slowly tearing things down. Unfortunately, the one machine that I actually have a need for is one of them that I'm going to need to tear down here to make enough room for me to drive this truck through. That's all right. We'll get this figured out. And I guess I am sending a whole bunch of screws over the other way as well with all of this. So let's think about this. First off, the ore is going to need to get moved. So let's just tear that down while we're here. Is there a way I could run that around the other side? Yeah, we'll figure it out. Let's get rid of these. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Oh, we're making boxes everywhere. All right, let's see what we can do here. I need some foundations. We're going to go with 2 meters. I'm going to find the world snap. Just to move this guy back out of the way, I think I want to finish running another line out here for the truck stop. We might as well go one more. Of course, we gotta move the truck one more time. Always seems to happen. And I need 1 truck stop here. Unfortunately, I'm gonna need 15 modular frames and 20 of the rotors, so we'll go grab some of those real quick. Perfect. Let's drop a truck station down, and where do I want the truck station? I think I could probably center it like so, and then kind of like having it in the middle there. But maybe what I'll do is center like so. Like so. I like this. Of course, right where the pole is in the way. Instead of running the power over there, I think I'm going to put the power here. Alright, so that hooks up the power. So now I can take out this line. And that line can move. Truck stations take 20 megawatts. That's actually quite a bit. For fuel, for right now, what I'm going to do is we're going to put a storage container right behind here. And that way I have somewhere to dump all of my solid biofuel. Yeah, we'll do that. I was thinking I should just hook it up to this little factory, but we'll just let it go as is. And we're not really bringing any materials in. The goal is just to get them brought back here for the time being, and then we can figure things out from there. Fuel is going to be a problem with this, though, until I start running a permanent fuel source. This biofuel is more of a temporary measure for us. So what we're going to do is, we're all empty. I'm going to run this guy around and make the course now that we kind of know where the map goes and we won't have as many problems. So start recording. I need to Put a ramp there, but that's all right. We're gonna follow the road out, just like so. And I'm not too worried about having multiple vehicles right now. We don't even have that many factories. I'm just trying to get the steel back up to the base so that we can start making stuff. Once we get our blueprint machine done, I think we're going to find an area with more space to set up a proper factory. Maybe even closer to this setup over here. We can just drive our iron supplies over and have a quite large base right here to do everything we need. I'm getting kind of close to the edge over there from a driving and crashing perspective. Makes me a little nervous. Let's not go over the cliff. Oh no, I took out the berries, or the nut tree. That's alright. This is the most convoluted truck course I could have come up with. Let's see how this does. Alright, I'm loaded. And then we're gonna just drive back. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna have to clear out those trees. I don't see a way to go back and fix just those couple of paths, so I'm gonna leave it and hope that it's not too crazy. And when I go back and delete all of the trees from that area, we'll be in a good spot. And then here I can kind of just follow my arrows back up to the base, not get lost in the weeds again. With such crazy terrain, it doesn't make sense for me to try and stay on one side of the path or anything. Here, though, I do need to, whoops, not run into those big trees. Probably cut those trees down, but we didn't do a good job of thinking about our path ahead of time. There, path recording complete. I'm going to save path as steel to main base. And then I'm going to enable autopilot. Wait, why didn't he unload? Configure vehicle unload. Ha! There we go. It's always something, folks. And now I've got all this stuff in here. All right, looks good. So if I now go load path, this is the path I have loaded. Can I enable autopilot? Off he goes. Oh, but I need to go back and clean those trees out. What is he doing? I don't know. Autopilot seems to be a little confused right now. I'm going to just drive him back manually so I can clear out all those trees. And we'll see what happens. I don't want him to run continuously right now because we don't have enough production throughput that we're using, or we're gonna, have enough inventory that we need to bring him back. Oh my goodness, we're bouncing everywhere. Okay. I am the worst truck driver. Kind of surprised that the truck doesn't just run down those trees, to be honest. Alright, anyhow, we're gonna just park him, whoa, up here, ever so gently. Oh no, stop. Disable autopilot. Perfect. Alright, let's get the chainsaw out. I'm gonna clean up the brush. And then we'll see where we're at. Alright, I've cleaned out all the vegetation down here that I think is going to be in the way. So what we're going to do is send this guy back up, even though he doesn't have that much stuff in him, just to see that it's working. I wish I could ride it while it was autopiloting. Maybe there's a way for me to jump on top. Oh, nope. Oh, he's stuck on me. That was a mistake. Mistakes were made. He isn't taking the stuff. Come back. Come back. You're not taking the stuff. Oh my gosh, this guy is... Alright, well, at least I'm going to take the stuff. I'm going to have to run back after him to figure out where he's gone wrong. I don't know how many of these beams I actually need. We're making a ton of beams right now. I'm kind of curious what we're going to be using those for. Part of me wants to just convert everything over to use just the... or I'm sorry, I was saying beams, but I meant the pipes. I think we need more beams than pipes right now, but... Oh, that pause where I stopped for a minute apparently made its way into the course. I need to figure out how to edit the course. I think there's a way that I can remove pieces of the course. I just haven't done it in so long that I'm going to have to figure out how that works. Oh my gosh, it's a big spider. Why? Why is this even a thing? Alright, that's dead. Oh, and now it's the big other guy. Alright, let's see if I can outrun him. That didn't happen. Okay, then. Well, I guess we'll just ride the truck back to pick our stuff up. Oh, look at all that. Perfect. We got lots of steel beams to do stuff. I'm going to hop in here, and we're going to disable the driver. And we're going to take all of the steel beams with us to get this next blueprint level moving forward. Perfect. I'll put the rest of those in there for the time being. And then we're going to run back and grab our stuff. And then I think we're going to try and get this blueprint thing set up so that we can finally start putting together our base. I want to very much do our base in a way that, what do you call it, is repeatable, tileable, blueprintable, so that we're not doing all the little things with it. I'd rather be able to set up chunks of it and just slap down additional parts of the base as we go. I think that's going to be the best approach. But first, we need to recover our body here. This thing really hooks it down these paths, so when I'm not crashing into things, we make pretty good time. Not a big fan of that guy. Take that guy. All right. Where's my box? Take all. Did the dude that I just ran over drop anything? Doesn't look like it. Oops. Alright, so my plan is to just leave this up at the base, and when I feel like I need more steel, I'll just send him down there and see if he gets down there and comes back on his own. It's a plan, at least. This entire truck course could be redone to be better at some point, but we're just gonna let it go right now. We're gonna pretend it's not a problem. We'll leave all the steel pipe in there for now. All of this stuff has shut down at this point because I don't have anything going into it. So now is the time to just tear it down. I'm dropping everything on the ground. This is such a waste of time. All right, let's clean out some inventory first. All right, we took a small pause and cleaned up all of the machines that are hanging around out here. We've left these two just because the screws are still funneling into the other machine. But we've started to get things ready for building out some proper factory. And in the process, I've got a ton of stuff in my inventory. Let's see, I need 5 more of these modular frames in order to get this research going. So we're gonna just bust those out manually. We're trying to stop doing things manually here, but sometimes it's just the fastest way. And so with that out of the way, I'll put them in here, get that launched.
Milestone reached. Blueprints reduce repetitive building tasks, further optimizing your progression towards saving Earth. With its beautiful ecosystems, abundant natural resources, and sunsets over frolicking puppies and kittens. The Blueprint Designer allows you to build and combine structures once and then duplicate that configuration effortlessly. Any complaints about the spatial restrictions will only reveal your own inefficiencies.
So as much as I'd like to get advanced steel next to unlock the Miner Mark II, we just ran out of these modular frames. So I'm not going to sit here and wait for 100 of those. I think I've got all the stuff for Logistics Mark III. So I'm going to select that milestone, even though it'll be 4 minutes until we can get back to it. And I should have enough of some of this stuff to finally unlock. Maybe not that one. That's a lot of those beams, but we had the stuff for the gas mask now. I think I've got 50 cloth and 50 of those steel pipes for sure. Let's see. This, we only needed 1 stack of that. I've got a bunch of mycelia, so I could make more cloth if needed. We'll look and see what else we need out of this, but I've got this one.
Research completed. Gas mask and filter unlocked. Mycelia fabric is highly absorbent, making it more effective at toxic gas filtration than the standard issue Pioneer helmet. A pleasant pine scent is included. Gas filters require regular replacement for optimal safety.
Nice. Well, I'm going to build a couple of gas filters and then we'll build a gas mask real quick. I think I've got the stuff to do the 50 cloth. Let me check here. Yep, fabric. We'll grab 50 of that real quick. And yeah, we're starting to get to, I think, the end of what we can do in the MAM again. We've been slowly trying to find resources here and there that we can use. This gas mask is going to be real useful when we inevitably run into those pockets of poisonous gas around the map. So it helps because I think we're going to be entering another exploration phase not too far down the road. And I'm trying to think, man, I don't know if I want to use up all of my mycelia, so we'll keep 30 of that around. It's been pretty easy to find so far, but you never know. And 1 gas mask coming right up. This, I think, goes to the head slot. And then, yeah, I have to keep these gas filters in my inventory, unfortunately. It's just a thing. And then, let's see, I do have all this stuff. Let's go spend 25 rotors. I should have lots of rotors sitting over here. We've been making them over time. Oh, yeah, 76. We'll just unlock everything that we can as we come across it, I suppose. There's no reason to hold back. Start research on that.
Rebar gun and iron rebar ammo unlocked. Your ingenuity towards preservation of fix-it property has been noted. You earned a micro break. And welcome back. I hope you feel refreshed.
This requires some resource that I'm not sure what that is. Open in Codex, SAM Fluctuator, but I don't know how to make that yet. All right, so we can't progress down that tree. Probably need this SAM. I'm just checking. We've got nothing left to do that I have the stuff for. That one's complete. Not till we get the power. Oh, that's right. I need quartz is the big thing that I'm looking at for more upgrades and stuff. All right, we'll keep an eye out for quartz, and then I need a lot of sulfur to get all of these upgrades, which are going to eventually let me upgrade some other things on the map. It's all interconnected there. But before we get into that, let's get rid of some of these reinforced iron plates in my inventory. And I'm going to need this and this as well. Slap that all in there, and Logistics Mark III, there you go.
Milestone reached. Improved storage containers and the conveyor belt Mark III provide the obviously necessary tools for improving your current setup. Production speed is of the essence after all. So work hard. Work as if every person you have ever or will ever love is depending solely on the choices that you make. Because they are. Warning.
Nice.
Fix-it psychologists recommend not dwelling on the crushing mental and physical strain of your responsibilities and simply continuing to be productive. Hard work has repeatedly proven to be the best cure for any kind of stress. Now back to work.
She's so helpful. So with that, I think we're going to wrap up today's episode, and next episode, I think we'll be diving into getting that blueprint designer up and running that we just unlocked. Hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. If you have, hit that like button. It helps out a lot. That's all for today. Kedrick, out.